Hello, welcome to Storyteller Arts. My name is Dan. I'll be your host. If you're new here, thank you for coming. First of all the videos you could be watching, you chose to watch mine. I really sincerely appreciate that. Storyteller Arts is a website and now YouTube that I started to help aid in battle with depression and just to help share my writing and my poetry that I feel has value, that a lot of people have expressed to me that I really need to get out there more, and so I started this channel. So thank you for visiting me and for coming along on this journey. Just a little bit about me. I'm 47 years old. I'm a writer slash poet, more or less a storyteller, very loving individual, and so I like to spread joy and peace in this turbulent world that we live in. So today's poem that I'm going to be reading, it's about suicide, so I want to throw a trigger warning out there. If anybody's touchy about suicide, you've lost someone, or if you don't feel like you want to hear this, then please exit now. But this is anti-suicide rather, and so, well, I'll just read it and then I'll explain why I wrote it the way that I did. This is the book that it's coming out of, by the way. This is called Conquering Depression, A Poetic Perception. So I do hold the rights to these. Everything that I read and write on my channel is stuff that I've written. So suicide dreams. When I dream of suicide because I'm lost or hurt inside, that rope is ready, knot is tied, I feel the blade so cold and wide. I cut my wrist to watch it bleed, the years of empty, broken dreams. A love that somehow I don't see could turn and be the death of me. When you sleep, those tears won't wait. They wake you up and keep you late. There's so many ways, and I've thought of them all. That rope or a blade, maybe fire or fall. Statistics don't lie, and it's easy to see that I'm not alone, and I never will be. The reason I tell you this message I write is because I choose to think, and I do so all night. If you're feeling helpless with nowhere to turn, when you want to jump off of that bridge that you burned, take a deep breath. Close your eyes if you must. Just remember those things you desire so much. You'll always have strength if you keep them in mind, those desires and passions that someday you will find. If you're all alone on a dark, lonely night, your eyes full of terror and mind full of fright, if someone has hurt you and left you with doubt, there's nowhere to turn and you want a way out. Let the tears go, they will pour out like rain, and in time you will see that it can ease your pain. There's too many people, you can't please them all. Just drop to your knees, for He won't let you fall. Your Father in heaven, our God up above, draw from His strength and absorb from His love. Because He is your Savior and always will be. And once you accept Him, He will set you free. Now the reason I wrote that was because of my own challenges and struggles with suicidal thoughts and tendencies, because of the pain that I felt in my life. And it became very evident to me once we lost Robin Williams and some other great celebrities that nobody is exempt from this. Nobody is above suicidal thoughts. And it just tears me to the bone every time I see a teenager or a kid or a child that is bullied to the point of suicide. And so I've even written a poem about bully. I'll do that on another episode. The reason I chose to write this one, or not write this one, but to review this one today was because even just yesterday on my Pinterest account, I had someone write me asking me why is my Pinterest account so anti-suicide. And so I got to talking with him, and I didn't ask the age or the gender of the person, but gathering through their profile, it appeared to be a teenager. And they did not know that I wrote the content on my page, and so when I told them that, they were pretty impressed and happy and actually saved some of my pins. And so they thanked me for sharing my work, and that just reiterated why I even wrote it to begin with, because I did rise above suicide a couple times, even though it was very powerful in my head, in my heart. I have a son, Jonathan, thank God. He was there, and a lot of my good friends that are close to me helped me in my darkest hours. And so if you're ever faced with suicide or feel like you're suicidal, just have patience and realize that, you're just one blip in time on a map a long, long timeline. And if you can survive, it will change, it will get better. It may get worse, but it will get better. Sooner or later, you just got to persevere, reach for the stars, and then you'll at least land in the clouds, even if you fall short. You know, I'm so grateful that I made it through my own struggles and what I was dealing with. And when I wrote that poem, I just wrote it for me at first, and it was a blog. And then I realized that I could help people with it, and I've had many compliments on that. And so I share it. I continue to share it. So if you like this, if you found value in it, then please hit the like and subscribe button, or share it with someone that you might know that may need to hear that. You know, together we could probably help save a life, or maybe even, if not save a life, at least cheer them up some, or maybe get them a little further down the road. So I want to hear from you. If you've had struggles with suicide, leave me a comment down in the section below. Let me know what your story is, you know, and how did you rise above it. And, you know, congratulations if you did. And if you've lost someone to suicide, I send my condolences out there. There's so many people that have, and it's tragic. It really is. But I think that together, if we all lend our neighbors and brothers a helping hand and a lending ear, then maybe the world can be a little bit of a better place. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me. You could have went to any other channel, and I appreciate you spending the time here. My name's Dan. I'll be back with more. Until then, have a great night.